Welcome back to episode number 2 of Rantz with Lance. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you had a fantastic week and weekend. And I hope you got that shit done that you said you were going to do, and you done did it good. Because doing it is what it's about. All right, so yeah, again, this is episode number 2. Last episode was posted, and I asked you guys for some questions via Instagram, Facebook, yada, yada, yada. And, we got a few little responses there. Shout out to anybody who showed love. Shout out to the haters. We love you too. Hate me all you want. I love you, dog. So, yeah, we got a few questions as far as a lot of people are wondering about San Antonio's skate history. And skate history, I want to do it right. So first and foremost, just know that this episode isn't exactly that. I do want to kind of touch on some stuff, but I would love to do a full-fledged report. I want to study. I want to go to the spots. I want to check out videos, see what's been done locally and by pros and or by local pros. Because there are some talented mofos out here in the Countdown City 210. All right. So, as far as our skate history, from what I've been hearing, I know Sonic Ditch has been around for a hot little minute. And apparently Thrasher used to have contests here in the late 80s, mid 80s maybe. Somebody was telling me up until 1985, and that somebody is Grant. Thank you, Grant. Somebody was telling me up until 1985, there used to be a place called The Slopes that would host a contest down there almost annually. And they did it for a few years. And after that spot kind of died out, more or less people were discovering skate spots in San Antonio, and they came across Sonic Ditch. Now, the earliest I have heard it being skated was 1985, and that's kind of when that side of town, like Northwest Military, Huebner, and all that, was more or less the sticks. So if you lived out in San Antonio, people are like, why the fuck are you going over there? Ain't nothing there. Well, there was that ditch. So that's as early as I've heard it being skated, but what I do have confirmed is more or less a lot of the older generation, including my generation, we skated there in the early 2000s. So when I first moved to San Antonio, I went to Churchill High School for a little bit. Shout out Churchill. I hope y'all got better. These people used to send me home for having holes in my jeans and then make me pay to come to Saturday school. How you gonna make somebody pay to come to Saturday school when they're poor, dude? I was just poor. It is what it is. Yeah, I had holes in my jeans. That's cool. And then I have to pay to come back? Bruh. Anyways, tripping. So I remember back in the day going to Churchill High School, we would walk to Sonic Ditch, and it would take about 3 hours. That's before the Wurzbach Bridge went over there past Blanco and all that stuff, West Avenue. And yeah, it would take us 3.5 hours. We'd walk there, skate there for 6-7 hours, walk home, call somebody's mom if we were lucky enough to get a ride. I wasn't one of those people. My mom worked, I think she's always had 2 jobs, to be honest. And everybody's life is different, but that's what I had to deal with. So a lot of walking, a lot of bussing, probably more walking if anything. So yeah, in the 2000s, that place was skated a lot. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I remember skating there and it having the smoothest natural style transition, if you will. If you skate at Sonic Ditch, you can kind of pump it without too much interference or resistance when the bank meets the ground. So it's always felt smooth. And so I think around 2001, 2002, some guys started skating it, and then it just kept evolving into this beautiful spot. And now you got guys like all of us and several other skate crews have donated things, built things there, all types of stuff. A lot of cool graffiti going on there. And it still has its natural smoothness. And I know this isn't the most in-depth history, but the spot's been around for a hot minute. Would love to go into it more. And I would also like to see you guys do some dang tricks there, man. That'd be so sick. So, yeah, post your Sonic Ditch clip. Tag us, tag my at LintLiquor22 or 2 or hashtag Rants with Lance. And I'll post it on my page, It doesn't matter old or new. We just want to see some Sonic Ditch ripping. And speaking of Sonic Ditch and ripping, Ugly Skateboards, my brand, will be hosting our first annual Rip the Ditch skateboard contest May 4th. We are planning May 4th. It's the day after my birthday on National Star Wars Day. Nerd stuff. So we're going to be having a skateboard contest there. And we're thinking of doing I don't want to do heats. I don't want to do runs. I'm tired of doing the same shit that everybody else does. But I just want to make it a compilation of best tricks on certain obstacles. There will be a new obstacle built there as well. And I just want to do different things. I might just, whoever has the ugliest board there, I might just give you a brand new board because it's like, damn, how are you even riding that? That thing's like a dresser drawer somebody chewed on and you took apart some roller skates and put it on there. Dumb, I know. Anyways, so that's my little Sonic Ditch rant / ghetto skate history. Again, I'm going to delve. I'm going to get in that more. All right, give me some time. We're going to do that right. I'm going to do a proper segment, put it on YouTube, do some skate history stuff, and do that right. All right? All right, so, skate videos that came out this week. Can't afford sound effects. Dude, the new Happy Medium video Colors came out, and it was freaking awesome. So check that out. Happy Medium has definitely been one of my favorite skateboard, I guess, skate enthusiasts, if you will. They put out amazing skateboard projects. I've been watching them ever since 2009, 2010. I remember having the first Happy Medium video on my iPod, and how dope it was to have video on your iPod. I had a Happy Medium 1, I had Lakai Fully Flared on there, and then I had just Joey Brzezinski's part from a random, I'm not sure if it was Cliche, but it was just like an older Joey Brzezinski part. I would just like lock in. I'm like, I'm going to do all the manual tricks today. Well, I'm still trying to learn all the manual tricks. There's so freaking many tricks. And, you know, that brings me on to the next subject and what I'm going to close out with, because this is a short one. We're going to keep it short, you know. We're going to keep it short. That way it's not too much to digest. And as we grow, maybe the length of the podcast will grow itself. However, with balance, man. Balance. That's the next segment. Balance. People are like, Lance, how did you get good at manuals? Well, first started off just literally going to a tennis court and looking at the cracks in the ground and seeing how far I can get. And every day it was just figuring it out. Okay, I made it to 1 line today. Cool. Oh, shit, I got 2 today. Dang, I got 3 lines today. And then when you're doing that, you're minimizing the challenge. You're keeping it simple. You're making it something that you can actually accomplish. You're not trying to master manuals or nose manuals in one day. You're just trying to get better at them. And a lot of skate tricks work that way, to where you got to break it down to what makes sense to you. What makes sense to me doesn't make sense to you. Right now, you could be hearing lines, like, what the fuck is he talking about? No, it makes sense this way. Do it however it makes sense to you, but break it down into something more digestible, so you're not overwhelming yourself, your body, your mind with trying to reach this impossible hard goal. So like, I got good at manuals distance wise and doing them on all types of things, but just counting cracks, man. Just counting cracks in the ground. And it's simply that. You learn how to adjust your feet. All that stuff you're still doing, but it's not in your head. Your body's already doing it. So you're making it more simple. And on balance again, balance the shit in your life, y'all. Too much is too much, you know what I mean? Don't get lost in the sauce. It's okay to party. It's okay to drink. It's okay to smoke. But once those things are what you're all about, you lose the balance in your life. And that's hard to deal with, man. That's tricky. That's scary. It gives you anxiety. Sometimes you can't handle it. And it's too much on your mental load. And, you know, I'm a family man, and I remember having a very unbalanced life, to where all I did was skate. It doesn't matter if I wasn't in a relationship. It doesn't matter if I had work today. If I felt like skating, I was going to go call out, and then I was going to deal with the consequences later. And unfortunately, that hurt my pockets, and it kept me living a certain lifestyle for a long time, wherein I could have been doing better for myself and motivating other people around me. So if there's one thing that you could take from this podcast at all today, and I'm nobody's dad, I ain't nobody's big brother, I'm just a dude on a skateboard, but I care about this shit, and I care about my skateboarding community and friends and family and artists and musicians, all of us creatives, all of us regular ass folk, you know, balance it out, man. Don't get lost in the sauce. It's okay, like I said, it's okay to go do those other things, but for example, when you're skating too much and you're skating 5 or 6 days a week, your family's at home waiting for you. Or you're skating so much that you're not giving yourself time to heal when you get hurt. That affects you. Or you're skating so much that you're putting other things off that also are important in your life. You got to manage those things. You got to find a balance. And more or less, that's what life is all about. It's about a balance. Like what you like. Do what you do. Figure it out. Make sure that you're good so the people around you can be good. And, more or less, that's all I got to say when it comes to that. I'm not trying to be anybody's therapist or skateboard daddy, if you will. But, again, I wrote it in my notes. I was like, balance. There's a ring to that. And I try my best to live a balanced life, and I try my best to learn flip outs, man. How do you nollie flip out of a nose manual, dude? Can somebody show me the way? Show me the way. How do you nollie flip out of a nose manual? Nollie flip, nollie hill, like backside hill. That's my 2 goals, dude. I'm trying to get those this year. I'm going to work my butt off to get them. We're working on another skate video, so I'm really pushing it this time. We got something coming for y'all. Man, do we got something coming for y'all. And it's almost hard to sleep every night because I'm excited to move add another piece. Not add another piece. I'm excited to see the process moving. And even with just going to go skate, even if I'm skating on the side of my house, I'm going to the skateboard park. Skateboard park? That was mad nerdy. I'm going to the skate park by myself, or I'm going to a spot, whatever. I'm excited to see it grow and to see it keep moving within the capabilities that I have because, man, I'm 37 years old now. I ain't no young buck, but my knees ain't on E, baby. So I'm going to keep skating. I hope you keep skating too, or whatever you do that you're passionate about, whatever is your skateboarding. Go chase it, man. We got one life. One of them. Anyways, with that being said, that was today's episode of Rants with Lance. Definitely a rant. Definitely have ADHD. And I'm definitely Lance. I hope y'all have a fantastic week. Leave me some comments, some questions, some hate, some love, whatever you want. Let's get the needle moving. Let's make this thing grow. And let me know what I can do better for you, for our community. All right, love. All right, y'all. I say, all right, love. All right, y'all. Have a good one. I'm about to go eat some Bush's chicken.